All right. So before anything, I'd like to introduce myself formally to everyone. My name is Dr. Sofia Dasku. I am an associate professor in business and customer management at Neapolis University, Pafos, and I am the course coordinator of the program of Master of Science in Digital Marketing, and as well as the chair of the academic committee of the Erasmus programs of the university. At the same time, I have the wonderful luck to also chair a research institute in the department that deals with marketing studies. So what we're going to talk about today for the next 10 or 15 minutes is a few things, a preliminary discussion. I'm offering you a preliminary discussion about what is digital marketing. So we're going to discuss the status quo of digital marketing. So what we're going to cover today is the nature of digital marketing, some of the key important elements of the approach of digital marketing, as well as a few examples and benefits of digital marketing to firms. So what we can do now is I'll go through the presentation, and at the end of my little session, I'll offer opportunities for questions to your audience. So the first thing I'd like to say is that, the concept of digital marketing has been developing for several years. It started really in the late 90s when e-commerce was starting to emerge as an option for companies to approach and service their clients. Throughout the years and until now, we have now seen that digital marketing developed a lot, to the point that it now includes tools and technology that were not available 10 or 15 years ago, and so on. So digital marketing has to do with all those ways through which we use digital tools and technologies to connect and service customers that an organization may have either locally or globally. So it is not about just a set of marketing channels. It is more than that. It is organizing the entire marketing function through digital means, engaging the audiences and as well as the collaborators of the department with specific media around the world. So digital marketing is not just about social media. It is also a function, if you like, or an orientation, strategic orientation within the organization that deals with digital infrastructures and how they are operationalized to help create, generate, deliver, and communicate value to customers and other stakeholders of the firm. There are various definitions that emerged over the years, but I think the simplest, most loved, if you like, by the audiences, and one that gives clear direction, although it's very short, is the one that you see in blue on your screen right now. So we now approach digital marketing as achieving marketing objectives through applying digital media, data, and technology. So this is a useful definition because it explains to us that any technological tool that we use in order to develop and deliver all the sub-functions of marketing are operationalized within the system of digital marketing. And also it means that, rather, it gives us an idea that digital marketing itself, it's something that evolves, because as you can imagine, with the evolution of technological developments, with the evolution of digital technologies and other technologies that facilitate production, service delivery, distribution, digital pricing, etc., the concept and the approach of digital marketing will change or changes every year, which means it is a subject or a field that we need to keep on studying. We need to keep on studying. So once we go into the study of digital marketing, this is the beginning, let's say through a master's program or through a bachelor's program. But even if we complete that, that does not mean that we have now conquered the field. We need to keep engaging with the developments in the field in order to be able to be on top of things. So one of the functionalities that seems to be supremely important for marketers right now, it is the ability that digital marketing tools offer to segment the audiences and segment the target markets. This has been a bit of a hit or miss previously, before digital technologies were made available to marketers, because then at that time, marketers needed to kind of guess, if you like, the sizes of the segments. However, in the digital world that we live in at the moment, there are enough tools and functionalities of tools to give us information, precise information about various aspects of the audiences that we can then segment into chunks of the market that we wish to address. So in targeting those specific segments, we will have to develop specialized communications, specific communications, and targeted specific specialized communications that address the information and consumption needs of those individuals. So the good thing, one of the good useful functions of digital marketing is that it allows us to precisely dice the market, and secondly, that it also gives us enough data about the market, precise data about the market, which makes all the activities that we do through digital marketing rather measurable, which means we can always test the success of the activity by applying the metrics of the tool. So although traditionally, marketing was organized in a way to try to attract, pushing, if you like, the messages through a centralized push of a campaign to the audiences, nowadays, in the digital era, and through the impact of digitalization, we're experiencing the exact opposite. The reverse is happening. So now, rather than pushing messages through centralized campaigns to the audience, we are experiencing the opportunity to have them talk to us either first or after we present them with a message. So this is a decentralized pool that allows the companies to connect with the target audiences through, of course, social media, but also through wikis and blogs, websites, and so many more tools. Because there's a huge variety of tools. We're not going to go through all the tools today because we don't have the time. So it is very important for us at the very beginning of the program or the study of digital marketing to understand the distinction between the disruptions that we see in innovations that cause change in the markets and the digital disruptions. So the disruptive innovation generated a more product-centric approach to marketing. So normally this is, let's say, recommended to companies who have a lot of funds to invest to research and development. So it's a very expensive and very risky approach. And of course, this means that the organization, through the R&D, they go through long-term and long product development cycles. That takes time, that takes a lot of money. However, digital disruption means that the orientation of the organization and the strategic approach is more customer-centric. We start with the audience and move backwards towards the firm. So this is much cheaper, the risk is lower, it is much faster to reach the market. And this means that the ideas that we have for innovative products, etc., can be rapidly disseminated in the audiences, and they can rapidly be also delivered and optimized. So the language that we use in digital marketing, also in the program, is that of digital disruption. So we study digital disruptions to see how they affect the organization and the marketing process. So some of the elements of, as I've said to you before in the introduction, we're also going to cover a few of the elements of digital marketing, and there are several. So this is one approach. Refer to, of course, customer involvement. Ensuring customer involvement is not only an objective, but it's also a responsibility, if you like, of digital marketers. We need to get find ways to get the customers involved in the value creation process. And we operationalize various types of analytics to monitor the effectiveness of our involvement generation strategies. So, and in fact, for someone who studies digital marketing, I think a course that would be more relevant in this, for this particular element would probably be a course on data analytics, which is a course that we offer in our program. So a lot of the work that is done in designing and implementing the campaigns, and also not only the communication campaigns, but also the marketing value creation campaigns, is to develop ways to interact with the audience. So here, through the interaction with the audience, we collect a lot of data. And there are tools to do so. Some of these tools are embedded in the functionalities and the programs, the softwares that we use to operationalize digital marketing with. And some of which are for free, that come for free from various social media that we might be using. But not everything is free, so we have to also invest a little bit. But through the interaction, we can identify ways of how to become intimate with the customers. And in this context, intimacy does not refer to romantic relationships. It refers to a deeper learning, a deeper understanding of the profiles of the customers and how they are more able, let's say, to engage with us in an effective way. So at a lower strategic level, what we end up doing is trying to find ways. I mean, we develop little programs that help us influence individuals. And this influence is, of course, done ethically, and it is done according to the rules. So we identify ways of approaching those individuals, either in one by one or in groups, to exert influence about the likelihood of adopting a product or a service that we are promoting. So how all of these elements are embedded in strategy is some of the things that we discuss in the course, in the program. So in different courses as well of the program, we address various elements of digital planning. So some of these issues, for example, are addressed in the course called social media management. So we develop goals for digital campaigns, and then we go through the process of developing a deeper understanding of the digital audiences. We need to know whether they are business to business or business to consumer type of audiences, and or even customer to customer types of audiences, and figure out the profiles of those individuals in order to design the personas that we need to put in place to attract, to approach, if you like, those customers. Based on that digital audience analysis, we will then start to see what kind of digital devices, what kind of digital platforms, what kind of digital media we're going to employ, what kind of digital data each of those platforms and media can help us collect the data that we want, and of course, what kind of digital technology to employ. I understand that we are probably running a little bit out of time, so I'm going to speed through a couple more slides with your permission. So based on this level of analysis that we do on the 7 Ds, we would then proceed through a SOSTAC model to develop specific campaigns. So this type of model application, which is the SOSTAC model, you would probably see it being referred to in several of the courses of the program, because it affects marketing management, it affects data analytics, it affects also social media management, it affects how we understand disruptive technologies in order to be able to promote them. So this model is nothing else but a planning model that is basing strategy and tactics on specific types of situation analysis that help the marketers generate objectives for campaigns. So this is something that is done by the industry as well. So depending on the objectives of this campaign that we have, we might decide to use either owned media or paid media. for the organization, with the hope that eventually this kind of engagement with the audience is going to give us access to earned media, meaning that the social media publicity that spills over from one social medium to another through the engagement of audiences. So the audiences, they may have seen an advert that we have posted on Facebook. They might share this advert or message with their sister through Messenger. This lands up in the Messenger inbox. Somebody else might see that and then tweet about it. So already we're moving from Facebook into Twitter. So Twitter becomes earned media for the organization, etc. I think the most important element here is to decide what we're doing with content. So content is king for digital marketing. In order to manage to optimize social media and optimize websites, the appropriate type of content needs to be put in place, also to facilitate the information needs of the personas that we have developed for the SOSTAC model. There is a video that you can watch. I'm not going to play it now because I'm not entirely sure if it's going to play for you, but you can see, and you can really see this through YouTube as well, how KLM promoted through YouTube the experience of some of its aircrafts to a larger larger group of the audience, which reached over 5.5 million views. So this is interesting because people were not interested about the flight experience as passengers, but they were interested about components of the aircraft. They were interested about which airports it goes. They were interested about machinery and stuff like that. So sometimes we have to go creative with our content in order to attract attention, because we need to move our audiences from an environment of being strangers into an environment of becoming customers and repeat customers. There are measures about all of these activities for reaching, converting, engaging the audiences, which we touch upon, we explain a lot in the program. But this is the more complicated element now of the concept. So I'm not going to give you any more information because I don't want to overload you with information. But as we are moving now the audience through all those stages of engagement, what we end up doing is to design a customer journey. So depending on the phase, whether we are building awareness or consideration for purchase, or even the actual purchase episode, we are building digital experiences for the customer in order to shift them towards purchase and thereafter the experience of the product itself, which we are encouraging them to share online with other customers. So to close and to conclude this presentation, some of the benefits of digital marketing is that it achieves a higher customer reach than traditional marketing does. It is available 24/7. And it's very, very flexible in customizing it, but also gives the ability for interactivity with the audiences, which we didn't have with traditional campaigns and traditional media up until fairly recently. Also allowing the opportunities for measuring the success of digital marketing. So if you want to reflect about digital marketing, you can think for yourselves at home later tonight. How can digital marketing be useful for a student? Or what does digital marketing mean to a bank marketer? What does digital marketing mean to a berry farmer in Chile? And if you start thinking about the issues of engagement and social media that I've said to you before, you're going to start discovering ideas about the utility of digital marketing. So at this point, I don't know if we have any more time left, but I'm happy to offer you the floor for questions. Are there any questions by anybody?
So,
I'm
Sophia,
checking the chat.
I would recommend to keep the questions at the end of.
Fine, absolutely fine. I'm going to try to stop sharing now so I can release the screen for everybody so someone else can use the screen.
Okay, so thank you, Professor Dasku, for this exciting lecture. Just to turn on the video, okay. So thank you, the organizers, for this webinar, and thank you for the audience for participating. So today it's an opportunity for you to know about Neapolis University Pafos. We decided to start with an interesting topic, which is it's a trend now in marketing. Digital marketing is a future for any business. So we wanted to give some hints for you to think of a potential path of your studies. Now, at the Neapolis University Pafos, of course, we have a number of other programs, and we are going to show you in the next few minutes. So, starting about Neapolis and Cyprus. We are located in Cyprus, in the south part of the island, which is the European part. And the university is located in Pafos city, which is on the west coast of the island. It's a very touristic place here. More than 1 million people are coming from Pafos city over the year for holidays. In general, Cyprus is a well-known destination for tourism. So this is a very pleasant place to live and study here, and we see this excitement also from our students. The location of the university is very central with easy access to amenities. There are plenty of things around the university. Within walking distance, they can really find everything. So some good reasons why to study at Neapolis. Like I said, we are a European country, hence the university is considered a European university, meaning that it is recognized all over Europe and outside Europe. We have accredited degrees at different levels, starting from undergraduate to postgraduate degrees. There is a right mix of academic and industry experts in our faculty. So we have academic staff with strong experience in teaching, as well as working in the industry in the area of studies. We have placements, we have internships as part of the programs. So we are giving also the opportunity for our students to get some experience from the industry while they're studying here. Our graduates, especially in some programs, they move quickly to work. We have the highest employability rate of graduates here in Cyprus. And this is very important for our students, especially in some areas, like I said, like the banking, like the accounting, the law, and so on. The fees are very affordable at our university as compared not only to the universities here in Cyprus, as well as in other universities in Europe. We do offer generous scholarship to all international students without any socioeconomic or academic criteria. This is a funding we are offering in order to bring more international students to our university. We have different kind of technological platforms in the university. Starting in the classrooms and then to the computer labs and so on. Also, we are using the Moodle platform, which is the teaching platform for our students, where they can find the material, where they can do some online courses, where they can submit assignments and so on. Technology is also part of some of the programs, some of the courses. For instance, in the business programs, including the marketing, we are using simulators as a virtual environment of the area of studies. Our university has received a number of accreditations and certifications from organizations here in Cyprus, from Europe, and from more international organizations. Like I said, we have a number of different programs. This is the list of our bachelor degrees. We are covering different areas. We have 5 schools in our university. So the tuition fees you see here are the initial ones, and then we apply scholarship to all students, to all applicants for the whole duration of studies. We facilitate payments as we offer payments in installments, 4 installments per semester. And this is very convenient, especially for those who want to work and study. For those who want to pay the whole amount in advance for the year, we offer an extra discount of 5%. We do not have any extra charges, especially during the application process. For example, we do not have an application fee. This is the list of conventional master programs we have. As you see here, one of the programs, it's the Master in Digital Marketing. And you can see also the initial tuition fees and the applicable scholarship we are currently offering. Most of our master programs are available in distance learning as well. The structure of the program and the quality of the program is equal as the conventional program. The difference is that students, they connect to the classroom through Moodle, which is it's a live session. So the professors can interact with students, and students can interact between them. So here we are in the application phase. Those are the documents required for the application. The first document is the application form, of course. Then we need a statement of purpose. We need the high school certificate if the applicant applies for the undergraduate program. If they apply for a master program, we need the bachelor degree and transcript. In addition, we want to get the English language certificate. We have a list of different certificates we accept. We need also 2 reference letters and the copy of passport. We have a range of different services on campus. We have accommodation here, and we facilitate students to book a room here. The accommodation includes also utilities, and the cost is really competitive as compared to what is available off campus. We offer placement in a number of programs in undergraduate. So this is a part of the last semester. Instead of getting a course, an elective course, they have the option to get the placement. The placement has a duration of 150 hours, and the university arrange the placement to one of the organizations we have agreements here in Cyprus. It's a great experience for the students because it's giving them an opportunity to know the employer, to know the job, to get the experience, and then the employer may give them the chance to hire them after graduation. Same way with internship, which is not part of the program, but this is optional for students who want to get more experience. Neapolis University Pafos is part of the Erasmus Plus program, which is an exciting program and giving the chance for our students to move in different universities in European Union, and not only either for 1 semester or 2 semesters. And almost all of the cost or part of the cost is covered by the program. We assist our students to apply for visa. Non-European nationals, they need visa to travel and live here. So we just need to get the pack with all documents for the visa application, and then we handle the rest of procedures here in Cyprus with the authorities. We have the liaison office on campus. Our students can visit the liaison office to get information about possible jobs in Pafos and in other cities in Cyprus. And we have also the student affairs, which is constant support to our students in different aspects of their living here on campus. We have different options of accommodation. Like I said, we have accommodation on campus, but we have also a few options off campus. The university is part of Leptos Group, which is the leading group of real estate and property management here in Cyprus. So in a close distance from the university, there are a few other complexes of high quality and standards that they are available as well for our students. On campus, we have the restaurant cafeteria open from the morning until the evening, offering the breakfast, the lunch and dinner at very affordable prices. We have also the fitness center, which is free of charge for our students. And here we have some testimonials from some students of the university available also for you to check it later. So thank you very much for your attention. And now it's a time for a question and answer session. You can type on the chat anything you want to ask. If you have any questions after this webinar, you can write us and we'll be happy to answer the email, or we can arrange a phone call with you. So with
Timo, if I may, I think there is one question in the chat at the moment. I think you might wish to refer to this chat question.
I don't see the question, to be honest.
I think somebody's asking, Anoraj is asking about the costs. I think costs of programs have already been presented by Simos. So if are you still, so Anoraj, have you gotten the answer?
Sophia cannot see the question, but I can answer about that.
Yes, I think Anoraj got the answer, because you very eloquently presented the fees per program and the scholarship discounts. So I think this is what the student was asking about, but he's happy with the information you provided. Is there anything else that you guys would like to ask us? Now is your chance.
Okay, if no other question, I recommend to the participants to contact our partner in Sri Lanka later. Maybe they think of something. You can visit also our website, and you find a lot of information for the programs of your interest. And if you want to get more information in regards to the application process, the admission, and so on, through our partner, we'll be more than happy to provide more information, more support to you.
The website is now in your chat.
Okay, so we are closing. Thank you for participation.
Somebody is asking about the price list. The price list was in the presentation. Simo, how would you like this to be communicated to this audience?
Like I said, they can communicate with our partner in Sri Lanka, and they will get more information because the tuition fees are not same for every program, depending on the level of the program and a few other things. So I would recommend, instead of just giving a random number now, it's better they communicate with our partners, and they will get more specific answer about that.
Well, greetings from my part. Thank you very much for your attention. I am leaving you to the great hands of Simos. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. So, please, the organizers, you can close the session. Thank you for organizing that. And we'll be in touch, the whole team here to support you from tomorrow, whatever you need.
So thank you, Sophia and Simos and everyone